Picture this. Detective Charlie Chuckles, chin deep in chuckles, receives a peculiar case. Yes, folks, that's right. Our very own, the always jovial Detective Charlie Chuckles. Known for his whimsical ways and ability to solve the most tangled of cases with a light heart and a well-timed joke. He's the kind of detective who leaves you wondering, is he laughing at the crime, or is the crime laughing with him? On this peculiar day, his task is far from ordinary. The town's prized collection of rubber chickens has mysteriously vanished. Yes, you heard it right, rubber chickens. The kind that squawk when you squeeze them and are guaranteed to bring a smile to even the grumpiest of faces. This collection was more than just a feathered gag. It was the pride and joy of the town, making this disappearance a serious matter. Well, as serious as a case involving rubber chickens can be. As he learns about the case, Charlie's mirthful mind starts to churn. Who would want to steal a flock of rubber chickens? What could possibly be the motive? His eyes twinkle with amusement as he imagines the ridiculous possibilities. Could it be the work of a disgruntled comedian, or perhaps a prankster with a peculiar taste for poultry props? His laughter echoes through the room, a testament to his unique approach to crime solving. While most detectives might furrow their brows and hunch over the evidence, Charlie Chuckles does it differently. He picks up the case file, flips it open, and with a chuckle, dives right in. His wit, sharper than a jester's tongue, twirls and dances around the case, poking fun at it while simultaneously picking it apart. His humor, a beacon of light, illuminating even the darkest corners of the mystery. And with a hearty chuckle, Charlie embarks on his most humorous case yet, a case that promises as many twists and turns as a rubber chicken's squawk. So buckle up, folks, because the Chuckling caper has just begun, and it's bound to be a rib-tickling ride. No detective is complete without a sidekick, and Charlie's is none other than the giggling genius, Giggles the Gal. This isn't your typical sidekick, folks. With her infectious laughter and quick-witted wordplay, Giggles is a force to be reckoned with. She's the yin to Charlie's yang, the pun to his punchline, the giggle to his guffaw. Giggles isn't just a sidekick, she's Charlie's partner in crime solving, his comedic confidant. Together, they crack cases and quips with equal vigor. Her eccentricities are not just for show, they form the backbone of their dynamic duo. Her laughter, it's not just a gimmick, it's her secret weapon. It disarms the sternest of suspects and lightens the heaviest of hearts. Giggles the Gal is more than just a character. She's a symbol of the joy and laughter that forms the heart of their investigations. With Giggles by his side, Charlie is ready to tackle any comedic calamity that comes their way. In any good mystery, there's always a colorful cast of suspects. And in this case, color comes in hues of hilarity. Enter Meme Maestro, a master of silent comedy, who could steal a scene without uttering a word. His alibi? He was busy rehearsing an invisible violin concerto at the time of the theft. But could he have silently slipped away and made off with the rubber chickens? His silent treatment leaves us with more questions than answers. Then there's Jokester Jenkins, a pun-loving comedian who can't resist a good play on words. "Why did the chicken cross the playground?" he asks with a wink. "To get to the other slide." Despite his jovial demeanor, could Jokester Jenkins have been the one to pull off the ultimate punchline by stealing the town's prized rubber chicken collection? His puns may be harmless, but his motives could be foul. But wait, there's more. We can't forget about Prankster Pete, a mischievous trickster known for his laughter-inducing antics. Could he have orchestrated this Chuckling caper to add another feather to his cap of comedic crimes? It's a possibility that's no laughing matter. Each suspect brings their own brand of eccentric humor to the table, adding a layer of levity to this peculiar case. The mime maestro with his silent yet expressive antics, Jokester Jenkins with his relentless puns, and Prankster Pete with his love for mischief. Each one more hilarious than the last, and each one a possible perpetrator of the Chuckling caper. Detective Charlie Chuckles and his sidekick, Giggles the Gal, have their hands full with this motley crew of suspects. They'll need to sift through the laughs, the gags, and the puns to find the truth. But one thing is certain, with such a colorful cast of characters, solving this case will be anything but dull. With such a cast of characters, solving this case will be anything but dull. Just when you thought things couldn't get any funnier, Charlie uncovers a twist that sends ripples of laughter through the town. Buckle up, folks, because our whimsical detective, Charlie Chuckles, is about to pull a rabbit out of his hat. Well, not literally, but he's certainly about to reveal a secret that will have you laughing your socks off. With a cleverly concealed smirk, Charlie picks up one of the stolen rubber chickens. He gives it a good squeeze, and lo and behold, out pops a crumpled piece of paper. The town's funniest jokes hidden in the belly of a rubber chicken? Who knew? It's a plot twist worthy of a chuckle. But the laughter doesn't stop there. It turns out the rubber chickens were never the real target of the theft. No, they were merely the carriers of the town's priceless humor, the keepers of the chuckles. I guess you could say that the yoke was on us all along. And who's the mastermind behind this laughter-inducing heist, you ask? None other than the mischievous prankster Pete. A name that rings a bell, doesn't it? Well, it certainly does in the town's Hall of Comedic Infamy. Prankster Pete, with his cheeky grin and twinkling eyes, had concocted this elaborate scheme to steal the town's funniest jokes. A classic case of the prankster being pranked, wouldn't you say? Well, let's just say that the chickens have finally come home to roost. But wait, there's more. Our giggling genius, Giggles the Gal, can't help but add her own twist to the tale. With a giggle that could light up a room, she says, "I guess Pete bit off more than he could chew in." And the room erupts into laughter. So there you have it, folks, a rubber chicken caper that's more hilarious than we could have ever imagined. The mystery behind the stolen jokes has been unraveled, but the fun is far from over. The case isn't closed yet, but the laughter is just getting started. In the world of comedy, showdowns aren't fought with fists, but with wits, puns, and well-timed whoopee cushions. That's exactly what we're seeing here, in the heart of our mirthful mystery. Detective Charlie Chuckles, our whimsical investigator, and prankster Pete, the mischievous mastermind, are at the center of the stage. The air is thick with anticipation, and the tension is palpable. But this is no ordinary face-off. This is a showdown of slapstick humor, a battle of belly laughs. Charlie, with a twinkle in his eye, throws the first comedic jab. He pulls out a rubber chicken from his coat, waving it in the air like a comedic sword. The crowd roars with laughter. Yet, prankster Pete isn't thrown off. He retorts with a pun so clever, so hilariously absurd, it sends ripples of laughter through the audience. But Charlie is not to be outdone. With a wild gleam, he pulls out his secret weapon, a well-timed whoopee cushion. As Pete steps forward to deliver his next pun, Charlie subtly places the whoopee cushion in Pete's path. The resulting sound is so uproarious, so unexpected, that it brings the house down. Even Pete cannot help but snort with laughter. With the audience in stitches, Charlie seizes the moment. He retrieves the stolen jokes from Pete's grasp, declaring them to be returned to their rightful place. The crowd erupts in applause, their laughter echoing through the night. Prankster Pete, though defeated, can't help but join in the laughter. He tips his hat to Charlie, acknowledging that he's been outwitted, outplayed, and outlaughed. The comedic showdown has come to an end, and our detective emerges as the undisputed champion of chuckles. And with a final chuckle, Charlie closes the case, leaving the town in stitches. Our heroes ride off into the night, their laughter a comforting lullaby to the town they've saved, one joke at a time. This is the power of humor, the magic of laughter, and the triumph of the chuckling caper. As the sun sets on the day, the town erupts in laughter, and our heroes ride off into the sunset. The once mysterious case of the chuckling caper has now been cracked wide open, like a well-timed punchline. Detective Charlie Chuckles, with his unshakable wit, and Giggles the Gal, with her contagious giggles, have successfully retrieved the stolen rubber chickens. But more importantly, they've restored the town's funniest jokes to their rightful place. The air is now filled with joyous laughter, each chuckle a testament to their victory. The stolen rubber chickens, once symbols of loss, are now emblems of joy, their squawks joining the symphony of mirth. Charlie and Giggles, our mirthful heroes, have not just solved a crime, but have also reminded the town of the joy of laughter. And so, with the laughter still ringing in their ears, Charlie Chuckles and Giggles the Gal bid us adieu, until the next chuckling caper.